IVM.
Hello one, hello all. Welcome to the Diary of the Traveling Professor. And I'm Siddharth Deshmukh, your friendly neighborhood traveling professor, speaking on this wonderful March day, just still the beginning of March as I record this. It's a little bit of a relaxed vibe. I just got a couple of classes that I have to take today. And so I'm kind of ruminating. I'm kind of figuring out, what life holds for all of us, for me, for you, and for everybody. And the last year has been a wonderful sort of year. And if I had to kind of encapsulate what I had to, write about on what I did well, what I didn't, etc., perhaps I could write it down. And then why don't I? Why don't I write it down? I think this is fundamental when we are going to talk about this diary entry of mine. So this diary entry of mine is this statement of purpose business that, it's a part of a document that every MBA aspirant has to fill up in various institutes. So institutes ask a student, okay, write out your statement of purpose as to why, not why you exist or why you live, but, why you want to do your MBA, why do you want to get admission, and how does it connect the dots in your life, etc., etc. And having been the unlucky recipient of these statement of purposes, my God, because I'm always part of some interview panel or the other. And as part of these interview panels, I'm like experiencing these statement of purposes. And it's seriously, folks, it is not a pleasant experience. A slightly nauseous feeling pervades really when I'm actually reading stuff because it is familiar to every other thing. I think coaching classes have told people how to write, how to kind of connect the dots, how to game the system. I don't know what the hell is written. Some are just absolutely all over the place. Some are so fake that you can smell the rubbish. Statement of purposes. Maybe institutions need to find a different way in which we can find out the intent, because that's what institutions are trying to find out, right? When you write a statement of purpose, they're trying to find out how strong is your intent and how focused are you and how clear are you about applying for an institute like this, and how does it actually make sense for you. So it's got a noble purpose or two, but I don't think that it works really well in the way in which it is experienced currently. I've seen enough interview panels. I've seen how statement of purposes are read and, eyes are rolled upward and, it's an interesting situation to be in, to be honest. Anyway, but that made me think about this, and I realized that maybe that's the first time you're kind of writing that as a young person. Yeah. And maybe some of us who have not done their MBAs or anything like that have never written a statement of purpose. Or, this is a bit of a kind of a personal mission statement. Of course, it's a sales document because you're trying to convince the person who's reading it, that you are the apt candidate and all of that. But if you just get rid of that bullshit, right? You just get rid of that bullshit. And maybe on just one fine day, just write out your statement of purpose, a la Jerry Maguire. I just think it would help tremendously. In fact, it helps tremendously at any age. It can help tremendously if you're getting a second wind in life, it can help tremendously if you're a teenager, and so on and so forth. I think Jordan Peterson probably calls it the self-authoring program. Maybe I'm butchering his program. I have no idea. But what I do feel is that if you write out a personal mission statement or a statement of purpose for yourself, for what you want to do, maybe you can restrict it towards your professional life or whatever your intentions or goals and desires are, whatever it may be. And don't confuse it with a diary entry. Don't confuse it with what you've experienced. It is a statement of intent. It is a future-driven thing. So imagine if you're doing it, if you write it out, I think that it kind of helps you look at the way in which you actually want to shape yourself. I don't think, I have done it enough times, to be honest, or anybody else around me has done it enough times, to be honest. I think there's something there which we can take. I think it's just writing a statement of purpose would make me probably see my own intentions in the cold light of day and see whether I'm just being deluded or whether, there's some truth to what I want. And then it kind of makes you see all the dots, makes you energized in bored moments and stuff like that. I don't want to get all self-helpy here, so maybe it's too late to stop. But what I do feel is that a statement of purpose, if you have written it, especially if you're a student, and if you're not yet, in a situation wherein you have to take an interview and you have to write one of those damn things, if you've written it already, okay, you can create a version of it for an institute, make it a sales document, but at least you know what you're talking about. And trust me, there are some statements of purposes that when you read, you know that this person knows what she wants, this person knows where he's going, and the statement of purpose is a clear reflection of that. I'm saying that this is like, let's say maybe 1 in 100 candidates, but you know. And then you want that person to be part of your institute, because who the hell wouldn't want a person like that who knows their mind and, are intelligent enough to get there in the interview seat in the first place. So my recommendation, just write your statement of purpose today when it's peaceful, when you're not forced and when you're not, flubbing it. Just go for it. See how it goes. Maybe make a statement of purpose video. Maybe let's go in with these times, right? Maybe you don't need to write it. I don't care. Just do it some way or the other. Maybe writing is the best thing because you can, be a little reflective when you're doing it. I think there's something there. Let me know what you think. And I hope you like this diary entry of mine. Many more to come from where this came from. Do check out The Traveling Professor Investigates, which is a video series that I'm putting up on different subjects. Very short, very funny. Hopefully. And The Traveling Professor's Diary, of course. If you like podcasts like these, well, then you should go to ivmpodcast.com and just download the app.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Would like to thank the sponsors on the network this week, CED. We really do appreciate your support. We have a new show on the network. It's called The Fighting Goat. And if you love fighting sports, tune in every Wednesday with hosts Arjun and Somesh. They also feature, by the way, on Cyrus Says this week, where the three fitness freaks bonded over their love for TV sports and sports in general. Tune in to This Round Is On Me, where Gauri celebrated her 25th anniversary with Kavita Rajwade, who is my co-founder at the IVM Podcast Network. They give us details about how this show was curated, and they talk about podcasts in general. On The Habit Coach, Ashton highlighted our addiction to screens, how we are glued to either a big laptop screen or a small mobile screen all day. He shared some tips on how to rectify this unhealthy lifestyle. On All Things Policy, Anirudh Kanisetti spoke to Pratik Wagre and Rohan Sheth about the new internet guidelines that were issued by the Government of India recently and their impact on content creators and platforms. On the Filter Coffee podcast, Karthik invited Vivek Ram, who is a celebrated animation artist. They chatted about his stint with animation and starting his own studio called Vanar Sena, bringing to life stories from ancient India and his scriptures with animation as his vehicle. We had Dhanya Rajendran, the editor of the News Minute, on the Note with Maruk Inayat. It was a deep dive into the digital newsroom and the upkeep of truth in a fake news pandemic. And with that, we hope to see you again next week.
Hi, I'm Zarina Poonawalla, host of the Empowering Series podcast on the IVM network. I happen to be a peak performance coach and leadership coach by profession, and I'm here to share with you productivity tools, life-altering techniques, and real-life hacks to help you achieve your maximum potential in everything you do, your relationships, professions, careers. So tune in every Monday to unleash your inner power. Be safe, be well, be empowered.